is definitely heavier than This Is the Warning. I think that like really comes down to the bands that we've been touring with since This Is the Warning came out. You know, we've done a few trips to America. We've been playing with heavier acts, do you know what I mean? And I guess that's always going to influence your writing style, especially when you're spending like a month on the road with a band. You know, that their style is going to rub off on you a little bit. You know, like in America, for example, our first real tour was with Animals as Leaders, who are quite a well-known kind of gent act now. And you can't watch those guys on stage every night and not be inspired to like want to play like that. Yeah, Vinny was definitely the obvious choice for the new guitar spot. Being so close to the band, being the tour manager for like nearly 2 years, I think. We got the call up after Rob left the band. We didn't get any rehearsals really before we got to the States. We got a bit of time in Texas. His first gig was South by Southwest on the Sumerian stage, and that it went really well. I mean, we had to prepare without Tom there as well, which was another spanner in the works for Vinny, having to work out how to play the songs, you know, without having a rhythm guitar player there. It was an added challenge, but he stepped up and smashed it, and you know, people were none the wiser over there. It probably worked to our advantage that we were a little bit unknown at that stage, and yeah, it came off gravy. So. For Burning Man, we ended up building a loop in the second verse with it was myself on drums. Tom and Stewie were also helping me play the drums, sort of muting cymbals. We ended up using a distorted drum sound. I would play a beat, but I'd hit the cymbals, and then the boys would mute the cymbals when I would hit the snare, because I'd have to flam the snare, so I didn't have hands to mute the cymbals. They were even sort of adding some vocal accents to that rhythm as well, which was kind of cool. You can only just hear it in the final product. It was kind of a mutual decision with Rob. Like he wanted to leave, and the band I think was ready for him to, well, we were ready to let him go and, you know, explore whatever he needed to explore when it happened. And part of me was like kind of devastated, because he was a founding member of the band and like a super sort of distinctive sound within the band. As like, I guess one of the things about Dead Letter is that everyone's got their unique style of playing. That's what makes it such a cool band. So losing Rob was kind of like, it's a bit scary. Like you've got a guy with such a distinct style leaving. It was also kind of exciting at the same time to think about where the band could go, you know, without him. It still sounds like Dead Letter Circus, this new record, but it's got some different flavors to it. Like the dynamic range, I think, is bigger now. It's got heavier moments and softer moments. The fat lady hasn't sung yet. She's not even looking like getting dressed yet. What a shit in that. What a shit in that.